guys, my name is Kianna Monae and I'm back with another video. So today we're going to talk about the Ava bracelet. It looks like this, except for when you get yours it'll be a lot cleaner. Mine's dirty because I wear mine every night. So I'm going to talk about what this bracelet does and how it's supposed to help and all this jazz, or all that jazz if you're a theater kid. So anyways, this is the Ava Fertility Tracker. It looks more like this when you get it. It retails for, I don't know, around $230. But there's a lot of women who sell theirs once they get pregnant and stuff. So you can get it for like $100+ maybe. However, you can pay a $300 fee, and Ava actually does this thing that's actually cool, that if you don't conceive within 12 months of having Ava, they will actually refund you your money. So if you want to spend a little extra money just to guarantee that you get your money back, if you do not conceive, go ahead and do that. I didn't do that because personally that's not my goal. My goal is to conceive, so I didn't even want to put that negative energy on me. Not saying that if you do it's negative, but for me that just meant negativity that I was not willing to put out there into the air. Tracking and monitoring your fertility in real time. So it's supposed to give you your 5 best days to get pregnant in actual real time. And it is also a pregnancy tracker. However, disclaimer, I am in a Facebook group for the Ava bracelet, and I've noticed that a lot of women, once they do get pregnant, do take the Ava bracelet off because 1, they feel like it has done its job, and 2, it is kind of stressful in a way once you get pregnant, because then you're like looking at all these numbers and doing all this little crazy analysis and stuff. And personally for me, once I do get pregnant, I'm not gonna wear it just because I feel like it would make me crazy, and also because I've already gone through a loss. I don't want to put more stress on myself, so to speak. So anyway, Ava monitors your skin temperature, your pulse rate, your breathing rate, your heart rate variable ratio, your sleep duration and your phases, your movement, perfusion, and it measures all your data quality. Okay, so what does all that crap mean? Well, your skin temperature, so that is in place of basal body temperature. Your skin temperature, it does tend to be a few degrees lower than what your basal body temperature would be, but it does work in the same way. Personally, for me, I prefer Ava to basal body temperature tracking. I do have a basal body thermometer. However, it's one of those things that's very tricky to use for me because 1, I'm a Pop-Tart in the morning. I'm like out of bed early, like, yes, cool, let's do it. I'm not the kind of girl that's gonna lay in bed and be able to sit perfectly still before she gets up and take her temperature, because believe it or not, it takes a hot little minute for you to track your basal body temperature. You have to sit very still. You can't open your mouth even a little bit because it might throw it off. Yeah, you can use it vaginally, but personally, I just wasn't willing to do that. Not because I have a problem with my vagina, I really don't, but to lay down and like try to grab it and then like insert it and sit, mummified like this, or to sit like this mummified like that, just didn't work. I keep saying mummified like that's a thing, but that didn't personally work for me. Not saying it won't work for you. You might actually really enjoy that. Me personally didn't enjoy it. So like I said, the skin temperature is a few degrees lower than what your basal body temperature would be. But as long as you're when you're tracking your temperature and charting and stuff, and you're using whatever method the whole way, there shouldn't be an issue. Your pulse rate, it tracks your pulse rate. I don't think I have to tell you what your pulse rate is. It's your breathing rate. It tracks the breaths per minute that you take. And the idea behind that is when you're in a deep sleep, you take the least amount of breaths per minute that you would during any other time of day, if that makes sense. So the slowest that you breathe at any point of day is when you're in a REM sleep, which is your deepest sleep. It tracks your heart rate variability ratio, or HRV, which actually I found was really cool. It shows you, so the lower your HRV is, the less stressed you are. The higher, the more stressed. Me personally, I haven't dipped below a 30 reading, or well, 0.30 reading, and I have a lot of stress and anxiety and stuff, so I guess I would explain that for me. I don't know what and also it's a normal for your personal body. So I'm at a 0.30, you might be at a 0.5, or no, 0.5 is higher than 0.30. You might be there, but you might be at like a 0.1, or whatever. It does your sleep duration and phases. So with Ava, the tricky thing is you have to get at least 4 hours of sleep per night for you to use this. Quick disclaimer as well, I did say per night, but it's per whatever your night is. Like if you're a night shift worker and you're sleeping during the day, then that's your night. It doesn't know, oh, it's dark out. It's not one of those type of situation. So whatever your night is, as long as you're getting 4 consecutive hours of sleep, you can use Ava, and Ava will have accurate data for you. So yes, it monitors your sleep the sleep duration and phases. It tracks your movement. I believe it tracks your movement so that it does know when you are actually sleeping, because Ava won't give you any data if you haven't gone to sleep. I can personally attest to that, because one day this cycle I did not sleep and I didn't have any data that day. So I'm actually missing 4 days of data, 3 of those because I was on a cruise ship and couldn't sync my data, and then 1 day because I didn't sleep that day because of some anxiety type stuff, and I didn't get any data that day. So I'm missing 4 days, not consecutive days, but I am missing 4 days of data. And it tracks your perfusion, which is sweat. And like I said, not for people with PCOS. I don't want to say women, because I don't know who watches my videos and I don't know what you identify as. So I don't want to just say, women. So I'm going to say people, just a disclaimer for why I said people. It's not for people with PCOS or people who have cycles outside of a 24 to 35 day window. So it's for people who have what they would call a regular cycle range. So unfortunately, if that is not you, Ava may not be the best option for you. I do have a normal, well, a regular, I won't say normal, a regular cycle, which is smack dab between those 2 ranges. Is 29 days is my average cycle. Sometimes it will go to be 30 days or even 28 days, but typically I'm in that, my average is 29 days. So I will go ahead and explain my cycle this month for you. So on March 6th, that's when Ava said that I did ovulate. It has not been confirmed yet because it is only, I don't know, what's today, March 10th? Yeah, it's only March 10th, and Ava takes, it takes 6 consecutive rising temperatures after ovulation to confirm ovulation. So it'll take me 2 more days of higher temperatures for it to confirm that I ovulated. And then it'll give you a check mark on top of your ovulation day. I will insert a picture of my past cycle chart so you can just see what that check mark would look like. So it does take 6 consecutive high temperatures after the day that it says you ovulated to confirm ovulation. So on cycle day 16, I ovulated, which was March 6th for me. On March 5th, I did get a peak positive OPK, which was cycle day 15 for me. And my period is due on March 20th, which would be cycle day 30. So it would be March 20th, March 19th that I'd be due. So either cycle day 29 or cycle day 30 would be where I would be due. Like I said, cycle day 1 through 3, I was on a cruise, so I could not sync. And then cycle day 12, I just did not sleep, so I didn't get any data for them. But on March 4th, just so we can talk about like, how do I know Ava's working? Well, because this is my 4th cycle with Ava, and so Ava takes about 3 cycles to learn you, or so it says. 3 full cycles to learn you. So this is my 3rd full cycle, but my 4th cycle with Ava. It should be wrapping up getting to know who I am, if that makes sense. So I feel like it should know about what I do. So the past 3 cycles, it has been pretty spot on for me. Matter of fact, as far as when it says I was in my fertile window, you know, I have also been taking OPKs, obviously. So I take my OPKs and they're on par with what Ava has said. So this is the only cycle that has been a little weird for me, but it seems like Ava knows what she's talking about. Usually I get a peak OPK and then I ovulate 48 hours later, but it seems like I got my peak and then ovulated 24 hours later, which, I mean, it's still within a normal range, but it was strange for me. But so on March 4th, which was cycle day 14, I got cramps, like ovulation painy cramps. And then on, like I said, March 5th, I got my peak OPK. So that's kind of on par to, you know, what typically happens for me. March 7th, which was cycle day 17, I did experience some nipple soreness, which doesn't typically happen for me, but I also have suspected that I have an issue with progesterone rising. Like, I feel like my progesterone rises later in my cycles normally, and I think this cycle, which, like I said, has been a strange cycle for me, it rose earlier in my cycle. So completely happy about it. And then cycle day 19, or March 9th, my nipple soreness was gone, but I did experience a headache for the first time that day, which I am all chalking up to be progesterone. So hopefully this is my month, this is my cycle that I have conceived, and I can, you know, shout that from the heavens. Hopefully, it's fingers crossed there. But yeah, we will see how Ava handles me. But that was my video all about Ava. I am not sponsored. I don't even have enough crap to be sponsored. But I mean, Ava, if you're out there watching this, get at me. I will gladly take a sponsorship. But even though I'm not sponsored, I do have some like coupon codes, because I did buy Ava, that I am more than willing to give out to you guys, that you can use to buy your own Ava. When I reach probably like 1,000 subscribers, I'll give away an Ava bracelet. I'll definitely do that. But until we get to that portion of our lives, we won't even talk about it. But that's my plan for when I reach 1,000 subscribers. So thank you guys for watching. Peace, love, and babiness to all you guys out there. I hope that we all get our rainbow babies. And if you're not even trying to get your rainbow baby and just trying to get your baby, I hope that you get that as well. I hope that this month brings us good news and joy and happiness and a whole bunch of other stuff that Al Green said.